Mike Messina, as he did in Baltimore, stepped off the mound to anticipate. These fans, they're not seated yet. They're going to stay up for the whole at bat. Foul out of play. And talking with Cal Ripken Jr. around the batting cage before the game, he said it gets tougher every series. He really didn't know. You know, he's such a in control kind of guy, but I have a feeling the hair on his arms is standing on end down there in the batter's box. Breaking pitch high, 1-1.
In his pregame press conference, he talked about his final farewell at Fenway Park last night, now coming to Yankee Stadium, and he said these are the ballparks that have been around a lot longer than he has, so it's really something special to go to these two and make his final appearance.
Pulled foul, 1-2. We showed you a graphic in the open since the stadium was renovated 1976. He's up there at the top in most categories. Hits, runs, games, and the fans in Yankee land respect him and appreciate what he's done.
You know, Kitty, I think back to the strike in 1994 and how that really hurt the game of baseball in the eyes of the fan. But the next year, 95, Cal Ripken was closing in on the consecutive games record of Lou Gehrig, and that kind of caught the eye of the fans and put the game in a good light once again.
Fouled over the Yankee dugout, and it's still 1-2. And I tell you, I know I've had a chance to play with some players when they were, you know, younger, and then, you know, watch them develop, like say a Mike Schmidt. And for you, it has got to be a special treat to have played with him his rookie year, and then now as a broadcaster the last 6 to see him in his final days.
This is the last link to me and on the field. He's
right.
the last guy that I played with that's still playing.
On the backhand. Tosses out Ripken.
Expect him to be attacking on the first pitch. And he goes for it, fouls it straight back.
Almost every at bat.
Very classy, the speech that Cal Ripken gave here today, honoring this stadium and these fans for as knowledgeable as they are, and then singling out Ron Guidry, Goose Gossage, Joe Torre, Derek Jeter, and Jeffrey Mayer, which I just thought was hysterical. And he fouls another one straight back. Now, how old is Jeffrey Mayer now? He was 12 then, right? So now he's about
17.
Yeah. And I wonder if Jeffrey Mayer was sitting in his house today in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine the reaction?
Maybe he's sitting here.
On Cal Ripken's day of days.
Of all things, it's raining on Cal Ripken's day of days. A little drizzle here at the stadium.
Clemens ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and the flash balls that go off. Amazing. What a spectacle.
You're going to have to make a pretty good pitch to get called strike 3 on Cal Ripken Jr. today, even if you're Roger Clemens. Gave him a couple fastballs to hit, but now back to trying to win the game. He threw him a breaking ball.
Conley with the bat resting on his shoulder. One of many batting stances. 2 balls and 2 strikes that he has used in his career. Paul O'Neill's son, Andy, the bat boy today. And O'Neill said it was the plan because they thought that this would be Dad's last game. Remember, this was supposed to be the last game of the season. Ripken fouls it off, and you know, you want to read into whatever you think about that as far as Paul O'Neill goes. Right. Now this is Rachel getting tagged out by Dad.
They tagged her too hard.
I don't think Rachel was very comfortable during the ceremonies. She sat down, she didn't applaud, she seemed upset. I mean, I hate to mind read one of Cal Ripken's kids, but her entire life, Dad's been a baseball player. Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner going. Ripken swinging and another foul ball. It was so great to watch him playing with his kids. The kid in him is still there. It's
well, when I
great.
think of Cal Ripken Jr., you don't think of him doing anything, you know, sensational like Ken Griffey Jr. has done so often, or McGuire or Bonds, but you know, a great compliment you can give a player is a guy who does the ordinary things in an extraordinary manner, and that's kind of what Ripken's done his whole career.
Full count. Wow. Right over the middle of the plate. Jim, before this game and after the pregame ceremonies were done, I walk out through the Yankee dugout like I normally do to get back to the studios and come up here, and as I did, get to that hallway where it says nothing is a substitute for victory, General Douglas MacArthur. Roger Clemens was coming out of the clubhouse to go to the dugout. When he's in pregame mode and he's walking toward you, it's an imposing sight. He is literally like a bull coming out of the pen. The 3-2 pitch again. And Cal Ripken Jr. swings. Runner safe at second. So he strikes out. Still looking for his first hit in this final weekend in the Bronx.
Yeah, he needs one to break the tie with Paul Molitor. Clemens gets him on the high fastball. He's tied with Paul Molitor for the most hits by a visiting player since the stadium was remodeled. Soriano got caught behind the bag that time. If he's just in side and playable for Jeter or Brocious. And Derek Jeter puts it away in foul territory. And in his farewell appearance, depending on how long this game goes, Cal Ripken 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts and still gets a great ovation from the fans here at the stadium. In fact, they may bring him out.
Boy, imagine how tough it's been for Tony Batista to bat behind Cal Ripken for this last month.
Well, you can sneak up there and nobody knows you're in the game. And who knows? These fans may have to, they're leaving now. They may have to do that again. We're tied at 1. And the Yankees have 2 hits. The Orioles. He'll be there in 5 years. The official waiting period. And he said he'd like to go out like he has in a lot of the other ballparks where he's hit 6 home runs in visiting parks on this farewell tour. Chased a bad one, strike 1. Has not done well against Mike Stanton. Low for a ball. 1-1. Does not have a hit in this series and is still tied with Paul Molitor for the most hits by a visiting player since 1976. That's when the stadium was remodeled. Inside 2-1. All-time Orioles home runs against the Yankees. One behind Boog Powell and Brooks Robinson. Two and two, fouled at the plate.
That was his best swing of the afternoon right there.
He's a hitter that has liked the ball down and even a little bit in, where he can golf it, like we've seen him do off that tee. 2 and 2, 2 strikes, 2 out. Fans don't want to pick on. Wind swirling around home plate. If you can grip the ball and throw strikes, it's a pitcher's day. And there's only 8 hits on the board combined with both teams. A little tougher on a day like today to see the ball and hit the ball.
This is like April weather.
Struck him out. Cal Ripken Jr. for the 3rd time today goes down on strikes. That ends the 9th inning. Top of the 9th inning for the Orioles.